Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mind Scouts, and we are playing MC Eternal. The huge sword that you can see in my hand right now is called a cleaver, and I have prepared it using the Tinker's mod. Now the reason I have already set up all of my Tinker's mod items is because I had initially began recording a video while setting it up, making it as a tutorial video. But however, unnoticed by me, sometime in between the first 10 minutes, the video crashed and the entire video failed. So that's unfortunate that I wouldn't be able to show it to you guys in detail, as I have set up almost everything, including my smeltery. But however, you can always refer to the guidebook given by Tinker's Construct, which is very basic, very straightforward, and in very much in detail, that tells you about everything. It tells you of all the tools that you can build, it tells you the recipe how you can build them, and it tells you all the tool materials that you can use for building them. And it shows you also the modifiers that you can add and how the modifiers work and what aspects that the modifiers will provide. It also tells you how to build a smeltery in detail, and in case you guys are still like wondering how is that item built, the picture is just not enough. There's a circular button here, you click it and it's kind of a video like of uh, projection that it shows, I would say, and it shows you step by step how you put the blocks in order to make the smeltery. And same thing goes for the sheared furnace, and it goes for the tinker tank. Smeltery is a very important item for Tinker's construct that you should start building right away, because it allows you to mix multiple items and make alloy out of them. Sheared furnace is depending on you want to build or not, but I would recommend you definitely to build the sheared furnace, because it allows you to burn item or combust item in the furnace, mm, at a very great speed. What I mean to say is it can, mm, like for example, right now I can put only one item here which will burn one at a time, but using the sheared furnace you can burn multiple items at a time, hence making your process faster. And Tinker's tank here allows you to store the liquid form of your materials into the tank without them getting mixed up. I'm gonna tell you guys that in little bit of detail once I have covered the smeltery part. For those of you who know Tinker's construct and how it works, can either skip over, or you can guys listen up, because I'm going to give you guys a few tips that you might have gone wrong while using the Tinker's construct, and you're going to make more efficient use of this. So to get started, everything you need is right with you, that everything you want is made of wood. You might wanna get started off with making the first item that is called blank pattern, and this blank pattern is your item that you need to get started off with. You place the blank pattern on top of this to make just a second, as a part builder, and you can replace it with this to get a stencil table, and you put the book in here to get the guidebook that you need to learn Tinker's construct. And if you put a crafting table, you get the tool station for making your tools. Since I have everything made up over here, they're all lined up in so and so order. This is my pattern chest, this is my part builder, this is the stencil table, this is a crafting station, same as crafting table, and this is our tool forge. Tool forge is basically an upgraded version of tool station that allows you to make more and more advanced weapons. Now all of this is basically like, these are the easy part, and how to make the furnace and how to make the tools is basically covered up here. But what you need to know is you need to pay more attention to how you are making the tools of. For example, if I start making a tool using stone, so stone, as we all use it while mining, because stone weapons are easy and we already have stone in abundance. But however, you should know how, what you should build a part of. For example, if you make the tool handle out of stone, it will give you a durability of minus 87. That means it will reduce your durability drastically, and it will render your weapon as useless. And modifier is something that you want to pay close attention to when you're making any item, because modifier is the aspect that impacts your durability after your weapon or your tool is entirely built. That means your durability is going to be addition of 90 plus 15 minus 87, whatever comes as a total durability, it will be multiplied by 0.5 to declare what will be the final durability of the item. So you should always try to make your handle of a modifier that has minimum of 0.9 to 1 point something higher. You can also go to 0.8 provided you have got a lot of durability with the other items that you want to build. And while building items, you should keep in check what are the character traits you are getting. Every item that you use to build your weapons with has character traits. Like iron has magnetism, we call it magnetic, so it allows you to attract things. Like we need to go near the block next to it to pick up a item that is floating around, but depending on your level of magnetic, you can pull items from further. Similarly, everything has different character traits that you should know of. And every item, once it is prepared, it comes with 3 modifiers by default. You can however increase the modifiers by having certain traits, like for example prosperity shards and paper give you a character trait called writable. So basically writable means you can increase the number of modifiers that you can put on your weapon, giving you additional modifiers. For modifiers, you might want to go ahead to the modifier section and check all the modifiers that you have and what are the items that gives these modifiers. The most commonly used modifiers are redstone, that gives you haste, and lapis lazuli, that gives you luck. Luck is nothing but fortune itself. And for offensive weapons, people always go for quartz. So quartz gives you sharpness. Since quartz is a little bit difficult to find, you might want to use it considerably. One thing that you should keep in mind is you should always try to build your permanent weapon in the beginning itself, while like as soon as possible you should build a final weapon which you will be using constantly, so that the weapon itself gains level. As you guys might know already, that every weapon that you use in this game, if you make it out of Tinker's construct, has a level. Like right now you can see it's clumsy because it is at a level 0. The XP in my level right now, I need 20,000 to get to the next level, and I have accumulated only 1193. That is, it comes more, it gains more and more with usage. So you might wanna build a final weapon when you like start to carry it till the end. And you should pay close attention while building the weapon, because the material that you want to build your weapon of, let's take material, say iron, we should see what is the attack damage that it is trying to deal. And we should also check of its durability, because once your weapon's durability runs out, you will need the same material to make your sharpening kit out of. And for those of you guys who do not know, sharpening kit is basically a item that allows you to bring your weapon or tool's durability to its maximum level once it runs out of durability. In Tinker's construct, when your weapon runs out of durability, it does not vanish off. It it just shows it is broken and it needs repairing. So that's the time when you use a sharpening kit. This is an iron sharpening kit. So since you can see my durability is down to 135, I can wait for it to reach 0, or I can just sharpen it anytime I want and it will be as good as new. And every sharpening kit is made out of only one iron ingot, so it's pretty cheap to make depending on the item that you're making your weapon of. However, you should note that your item, the sharpening kit, should be made only out of the head part. Whatever your is the head part of your weapon will be the sharpening kit uh, like made of. There might be certain items, for example the excavator, I guess. No, mm, let me just check once. Yes, for example the mattock, I guess this is called. This requires two main items that is being used as head. In this case you can use either of them to build the sharpening kit. So your choices may vary from how you're using, but make sure you use the correct modifier to see that the modifier is not very low. So like this is 0.5, so if you make the handle out of it you will end up losing half the durability in the process. So that is not good, because your weapon should last long enough. Another thing that you could or you can do to maintain your durability is make one item or one component of it using the wood. So that would give it the character trait of ecological. Heals your weapon's durability over time. For example, now it is 56, and we're going to see the durability of it after a certain while we are not using the item. So let's get to the smeltery part. I have already prepared the smeltery, and how to prepare the smeltery is the tutorial that you can find here. You can go to smeltery and you can click on this. It will show you step by step how to build the smeltery. It's kind of a video like tutorial that is being given here. It's very simple, very direct. All you need to do is click on this part and you put your items in, or put your items here, and it gets melted into their ingots or their liquid form, and it uses lava to fuel itself. All you need to do is bring a bucket of lava and right click on the tank to fuel it. And don't worry, as long as you're not consuming the fuel to do something, the lava will not condense and run out of fuel. This is a cast, and how to build a cast is pretty simple. I'm going to show you by building a cast for a battle sign, because I was going to prepare myself a good battle sign. So we come here and we select the battle sign part crafter and we build a battle sign. Now you should know that cast can be made out of two things. One is a clay and another is gold. But you should not build your cast out of clay because it is cheap to make. When I say cheap, is you use it once and the cast is gone. However, a cast made of gold has infinite number of uses. So I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some gold, and I'm going to melt this gold here. Now we wait for some time for this gold to melt, and there you go, we have our liquid gold ingot ready. So you see that we have produced we have given one gold ore and it has given two molten ingots. Now this thing we're going to make, we're going to use our cast to we're going to build our cast off. So we have put a battle sign here and we right click on this tab. Oh, oops. So the item that you want to be poured out of the faucet should be the bottommost layer. So I'm going to click on this and it comes at the bottom. If you have multiple layers of any item, you click on the item that you want to come to the bottom and it comes to the bottom. You right click on it and it pours out. As you can see, our battle sign cast is ready, and I want this battle sign to be made out of something important that I'm going to do in a while. Before that, I'm going to show you guys another thing, that is, you you should not try to put two different layers of anything that can mix together to form an alloy. That you should be careful about. And now we have molten iron, and you want to take it out. So what we do is we get ourselves a bucket, and we are going to put this bucket here, and we right click on this, and you can see that the molten iron is being poured into it. And after a while, okay, everything is poured out, I guess. So once you have poured enough of molten iron into it, that should be consisting of one bucket. As you can see, the capacity of one bucket is 1000 millibuckets. That is one bucket's capacity, but I have poured only 432 of iron, so I need to pour more iron into it to fill the bucket. Once you fill the bucket, you can take it out and you can transfer it or keep it with yourself, or you can use it however you want. Now, in case you might be wanting to store your smelted items into a different place, and you want to use a smeltery for something else, that is where your tinker's tank comes into play. And we are going to go ahead and build ourselves a tinker's tank right now. And for that, we are going to need some of the sheared bricks, and I had prepared some in advance so that it would be easy for me to make this video. That should be more than enough. We're going to need a bit of glass, and we put the glass here, and we do it in this order. That's a lot of things I don't need, and we're going to take quite a lot of them. Let's see if we need any more. We can always come back and take it. What else we need is, I'm going to search. So we need to make a tank, of course, and we need to make a faucet. That also we need. Actually, we might be needing two tanks. And two faucet. Let's do the faucet, take a faucet. I'm just wasting time in this way by doubling my work. And we need a controller. This is furnace controller. Yes, this is a tank controller. Do I have a bucket? No, I need a bucket. Okay, so I'll take this bucket, and I guess that should do it. Now we're gonna go ahead and set up our tank as described in the book itself. Oops, we forgot sheared bricks. I can make them here itself, not an issue. 1 2 3 4. That's good. 1 2 3, and I'll give the tank here and the controller here. Now we're gonna put this sheared glass. okay, we're gonna need more. So guys, I went ahead and built myself the Tinker's tank, and I'm sorry for cutting the video short in between because I ran in shortage of certain things and I had to make some extra sheared bricks and two of this sheared glass to maintain to build my tank completely. However, it is almost same as the ones that you saw in manual. It's just one layer shorter because I do not require so many layers as of now. You can see the capacity of tank is 1333 ingots, and we and there's 48 millibuckets free along with that, so we can use it right now. I'm just gonna show you how. First we will take some of the iron and melt it. In the process I can also show you guys how to make the double ores. So I need the cast for ore, I mean ingot. The ingot cast I have prepared it exact same way that mm, you saw me preparing the cast for the board there. So guys, our iron is ready and I have poured it inside the bucket, and as you can see that the bucket is now filled with molten iron ingot. Let me see if I have some more iron. Yes, I do have more iron, so I'm going to show you guys how to make ingot out of it. So we just take the ingot cast, we place it and we turn it on. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and store this out here. So what we need to do is, this is the drain, we just right click on this and it gets stored in this. As you can see, it has used up some space and a lot of space is still left. And there we go, we have received an ingot. So as you can see, when we smelt an ore, it gives us double ingots in the liquid form, and we can extract the ingot in this form. Since this is a time consuming process, you can use redstone to automate it while you are away from the location. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer all of this iron to a different location because we're going to go ahead and make ourselves an effective shield. So I'm planning to make the shield out of a block called meteorite block, because meteorite I see has a durability of 1125 and our obsidian will give us a durability of 104, so that's a huge difference, so we're going to get ourselves a meteorite. But however, meteorite needs a mining level of cobalt that can be obtained from obsidian. As we can see, the obsidian, using the obsidian for making our toolkit will give us cobalt level mining ability. So what we do is we come here and we go to the tool forge. I'm sorry, we go to the part builder and we select the sharpening kit option and we place obsidian there. That gives us an obsidian sharpening kit. Now we take a tool that we are using for mining that has a very lower level. For example, this tool is having very low level of mining, it has only iron level mining. So what I'll do is I'll place it here and I'm going to place my obsidian sharpening kit here in so and so order, and we're going to put one flint. Now that, as you can see, has been modified and it has been fortified to obsidian level, which means the mining level right now says cobalt. So I'm going to use this And as you guys can see, the durability has come up to 88. Like last time I had discussed, it was somewhere between 54 or 56 if I remember correctly. It has healed itself because it has the ecological item, I mean ecological modifier attached to it. So we're gonna go find ourselves a meteorite and break it and bring it back. So guys, this is where I had found meteorite while I was mining, and now you can see because it requires a harvest level of cobalt and our pickaxe is able to do it. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves some meteorite. Yeah, we found ourselves meteorite block. I'm going to take several of these. Okay, these are like obsidian, they take quite a long time to break. I'm gonna go ahead and mine some more and I'll skip this. So guys, we got ourselves the meteorite blocks. Now we're gonna see if it smells and what we can get out of it. I'm gonna put 6 to begin with in case I need more. Let's wait for it to smelt. So our meteorite, molten meteorite is ready, and we're going to pour it into our signboard. That's what it is called, sign plate. And we are waiting for it to cool down. We're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a pickaxe head as well. So I'll take this pickaxe head, and the seems ready. I'll take this as well, and I'm gonna pour this out. So we're gonna go down and make ourselves a good and effective signboard that will be very durable. So we go to a part builder, and we are going to make the tool rod of wood because we want the ecological trait to be there, so that our defensive equipments get auto healed when we are not using it. And we go to the signboard option, we click on this, and where's our, and there we go, we have ourselves a very good equipment ready. Let's see. So it has a durability of 1144. That is very high, I would say. And I'm going to swap this with this useless thing that had a durability of only 1. I had just made it for time pass. So guys, that's it for today. We are going to wrap up here. We have we have covered up most of the tinker's tools, and now it's all left up to you how you want to craft and build your tool and what you want to make it of. Next on the next video itself, we are going to move on to the armory of tinker's tinker's mod, and we are also going to visit the nether to get ourselves ardite and cobalt. Those are the two sister materials, and they compose of the main offensive materials or that we can use for building our swords and other blades of, so that on the next episode we get to make ourselves a permanent sword, and we get to add us as some modifiers so that we can use it on the long haul.